Hey, what is up YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives and Lights, and today I have the Klarus G20, a 3000 lumen light from a single battery. It takes 26650, which is included with the light. Now 3000 lumens is quite bright indeed. I can feel the heat on my palm. Now this light represents the next wave, or the new wave of basically ultra bright lights that only need a single battery. Okay, we've had this Olight R50 Seeker, which is 2500 lumens, and we also have this new Nitecore TM03, which is 2800 lumens. You know, all these lights represent a very strong and rapid escalation competition between these companies. Who can make the brightest light? How accurate are the lumen numbers? You know, you're not going to notice the difference between 100 lumens here or there. So even though the Klarus, you know, their stats 3000 versus the Nitecore at 2800, in practical terms, you're not going to know the difference, and sometimes flashlights can exceed their specs. So basically, don't be surprised if, let's say that the Nitecore was just as bright, or almost. To turn it on, just press that. It's got 4 brightness levels. Let's go through them. You just press it once to cycle through. Alright, so level 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is the 3000 lumen turbo. To turn it off, you just long press. It also has a momentary on with instant access to turbo. If you long press this, you'll get turbo, but it's momentary on. This also has instant access to strobe with a double tap. Okay, strobe warning. And there is the strobe. Wow, 3000 lumen strobe. It also has SOS. Alright, that is the SOS feature. Now, when the light is turned on, right, if you double tap, you get the strobe either way. Now, one of the absolute genius things about this is dual switch control. All the controls that you can access with the side switch, you can do all the same things with the tail switch if you prefer. The only difference is that with the tail switch, when you turn it on, it will always come on in the lowest mode. Whereas the side switch, it will come on in whichever brightness level you used last. So what is so great about that? Some people prefer, right, to control everything from a tail switch. Other people find this, like saber grip, a lot more useful. So no matter what your preference, this light will do it. To install or replace the battery, you basically just unscrew the entire body of the light, actually. Let's take a look at that battery. This is the battery it comes with. A very high quality Klarus battery. Look at that capacity. It's a nice battery, 26650 lithium ion battery. Now if you want to recharge that battery inside the flashlight, it comes with this micro USB to USB cable. And here I have it hooked up to my CamoSafe power bank light. But you can hook it up to any power source that takes USB, such as most computers. In fact, when you turn this on, that indicator light will blink, or will turn on for 5 seconds. Alright, alright, so you see how that's green? That indicates that this is 70 to 100% fully charged. Now, in addition to the battery and the cable, you also get this belt pouch. There's the belt loop. It's got a Velcro overflap. Hey YouTube, out here with this Klarus light, 3000 lumens. This is the brightest mode. Let's cycle through. And here comes the sun, back to the brightest mode. Alright, strobe warning. Let's test out the strobe. Wow, nice hyperactive strobe. Just found 2 deer blocking this bridge. You see them? I am way back here on this bridge, and this light is so good, you can't see them at all without the light. And here we are lighting up the creek. Wow, large flood effect. I mean that whole opposite bank, up to the treetops. 3,000 lumens. And we just got a lot of rain, so that creek is actually running strong. It's cutting through the fog pretty well, but from the side you can see. Yeah, there's no lights on this road. Alright, out here with this Klarus light, standing in the center of a sports field. Right over to that goal. That's 50 meters. And the other goal, where is it? That is 50 meters. And that is the moon up there. Perched up in the 2nd story window with this Klarus light, and wow, look at the flood effect. I mean, the entire backyard. And we are back. So this light, it's very much a floodlight. It's very floody. Now the current price on this, wow, on Amazon it's about $100, and really that's just because this is currently the brightest light in its category. You know, previously it was my Olight R50 Seeker, right? But with those lumens comes cost, right? $100, it's certainly not cheap. You know, and that's just the way the ball bounces. Now, lights like this do have some drawbacks, okay? This light gets hot really quickly in the turbo mode. And that's really just true of the competitors too. I mean, that night core light that I showed and that Olight, they all get super hot. The night core gets hot within a second. I mean, you can still hold it, but within a second you can already feel the heat. This thing, not only does the light get hot, but if you just shine it like a few inches from the palm of your hand, it starts to feel like an open flame, like if you put your hand an inch from a lighter. All right, so that is some serious power, but there's really no way around that. I mean, if they want to crank out that many lumens, something has to give, right? And all these lights have an auto step down too, to protect it from freaking just melting, you know, the innards of the light. They all have auto step down. So when you see a vast number like 3,000 lumens, remember, that's like 3,000 lumens for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, depending on how hot the light is already. So, is that useful? Well, sure. I mean, if it's a desperate situation and you really need to blind some people temporarily, it's useful. But I'm just saying it has limits, right? That turbo mode is not going to have a lot of endurance. Okay, sorry for the little rant there, but I just wanted you to know exactly what you're getting, the pluses and minuses. Right now, I will include the Amazon link. This was actually sent to me by Klarus themselves, you know, the manufacturer. So I'll include the Amazon link. I hope you enjoyed seeing this light. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights. I'm out.